Thanks for staying with us. We're still discussing this issue of the young girl who claims that she got her results from the Jamb portal. And Jamb is saying that those results are not from us. As I said earlier, we're going to be having Dr. Fabian join us in a moment. But while we're waiting for that, let me take a few comments. There's a comment that I got here from Ifeoma Eleni Toba Johnson. She said, "Good morning, Mariah. I must say that Jamb has progressively done better, particularly since the current registrar came on board. The big question, however, is who declared the young girl as highest scorer?" And that's an interesting conversation. That's an interesting question to ponder on, because if you're going to say I am highest scorer, there's usually either a newspaper article from Jamb, someone that officially says this spread, because I know that I work with the Commissioner for Education, and they're always waiting for that list to come out. You know, to now know, was it Lagos State, was it Anambra? We know, just to know which student got for. There was a time that they got as a highest scorer who did an entire secondary school or primary school, I'm not sure which exam was, in Lagos, now went to Sokoto, and now got the highest score. And there was a debate like, she's our student. They were now fighting between the commissioners. Like, no, it's our student, no, it's from Sokoto. You know, there was that back and forth. So the commissioners are constantly fighting amongst themselves who produced the highest scorer. Although in this case, it's Anambra State. Even the person that had the highest scorer is still in Anambra State. So
the only person that can answer that question is Innocent, because they are the ones that acknowledged. I've checked online to try and find where the information came out from. The news broke when Innocent gave her money.
Yeah.
That was when
how did Innocent get that information?
So that's part of the reason we are asking for investigation. Because if Innocent says, if Innocent can trace where they got the information from, and we can find that it's not probably the girl personally that came out to say that, we can find who sponsored this entire controversy. Because obviously, the way this news has gone round, there's something else behind this. It doesn't feel like it's an organic story, you know. But we know that Innocent broke the news according to what we're saying when I was researching on Google. Innocent broke the story. Pre-Innocent, there was no information about who. You know, on all the sides, because Jamb will say, because of our experience with people falsifying results. So that's why until we have it from our portal, until we can give you the results ourselves, we cannot believe that this is from us. Others will say, well, I want to help young people who are doing well. I don't want to care I don't need to investigate. Once this girl that I said, let the poor breathe. Once I see somebody who is in need, let me help the person. I'm a company. I want to be there to support you. So there are different reasons why people do things.
Yeah, but you would have heard from somewhere. That's the question that this person asked. You would have heard from somewhere. You will not just wake up and assume that 362 is the highest. Yes. It could also be 400. It could also be 368, 380 something, you know. So we need to really find out where Innocent got the news that she's the highest before, you know, celebrating her and giving her the 3 million naira. Also, while we're investigating, is it possible that we get this girl to write this examination again? Because she is intelligent. Let her write it. Let's see capacity. Let's see what she gets. It could be different sets of questions, but let her rewrite the examinations again. She may even shock us, write it and get more than what she has now, or get less, you know, as a way of just making sure that everything is well investigated. So the way the story is coming out, the way the thing is looking, it may not be as simple as we see it.
Yeah. Because they are saying that the official UTME results, Jamb results from them, comes to the picture with the photograph of the person. So, it was sent into the group where it's a bit different from what she's holding. So that you print from the portal. But what Jamb is saying that they have is completely different from what she's holding.
They should show it now.
So that's the one that's in our group. It's in our group. That's what Jamb has resulted. We can't see it on TV. But I'm just saying that, as I said, we're trying to get the call. We're hoping that we can reach Dr. Fabian. He's been trying to. But while we're trying to get Dr. Fabian, let me take Remy. Good morning, Remy. Thanks for calling. Are you there? You're live. Go ahead, please.
What I just want to say, you guys have said it, but is that girl for that million? I'm not sure what she did. I don't think the principal. We are not looking at that answer. The principal of the school and somebody else, Ministry of Education, that guy that done it wrong. I don't think you have that effort to go with those people up to that stage. So I think that should just go back and check what has gone on before chastising this girl are planning now for 3 years and all that, blah, blah. So that's what I
Thank you very much, Remy. It wasn't very clear, but I think she was talking about the fact that the commissioner is involved and the principal is involved, that they should do a proper investigation. I didn't really hear that clearly.
Yeah, but what I wanted to say is this result that you're seeing with the picture, this is probably the result they give them.
Yes.
They hand to them. The one she got.
You print from the portal does not have your picture,
You won't get this one from the portal.
Okay, so based on what he was also saying, like because many students forged that one, they get a lot of forged ones. That's why they always insist on this one. But again, let's wait to hear from him because they also have experiences of people with falsified results. So we're hoping to get to speak to him. But in the moment, I think I have Hassan. Good morning, Hassan. Thanks for calling. Oh, we lost that caller. Okay, let's take a few comments on social media while we're still trying to get Dr. Fabian on the call to give us some perspective on this. Would have loved to also speak to the father because the father was also insisting that his daughter obviously is innocent, that she obviously is not capable of falsifying because Jamb was specifically saying that it was manually altered. If you recall what Dr. Fabian said yesterday, according to him, they had to go to investigate through the telcos. And they got the telcos to give them the her call log, where they found that from her number, she sent a request for her result to a sort code, which replied her with 249. And based on that, according to them, she now sent a text message to another source code. But callers are saying that's impossible because you can't send a number to a source code.
Error.
But they are now saying that even though she did, the call log shows a sent message to that number of the three.
Release it from
let's
see. Investigation.
Yeah.
When an investigation cannot be, at this point, Jamb cannot carry out this investigation anymore.
Yeah.
Because Jamb has become
That's
a party.
independent. Yes.
Jamb is a party. The girl is a party, so we will need a neutral body to investigate the entire process. And it should be with the influence of it's not just even one person. It can't even be like the Ministry of Education because they will say they
should be the police.
Or whatever, they can have a panel.
Nigeria.
Because here's the thing, you can have a panel to investigate. Because
an independent panel.
We have an independent panel is because we want to be sure that when the result comes out,
it's objective.
You cannot argue with it. And we should also open the platform for Jamb, anybody that has had issues like this from Jamb, to be able to table their own complaints so that I've had a process where I was confused about my result because I got conflicting results. So because if we don't get the actual, Jamb is a body, official body from the government, they can easily come out and say 900 people falsified documents, they did this. But the ones who were the ones wronged by Jamb are smaller figures. They are smaller people and they might not have the platform or the media to be able to table their own challenges as well. So this is it started as a bad thing, but we might be able to achieve something good from it. And that would happen if we have an independent panel review the entire challenge.
And I'm hoping that anybody who has had this kind of problem can call in and tell us.
Give us their experience.
Like I heard on the radio, this guy called in, he said he has had the same kind of problem with Jamb.
Yeah.
So
can they also
have a call from Abuja? Good morning, thanks for calling. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
You're live. Thanks for calling, sir.
Yes, just to put to the conversation, Jamb is not telling us the truth. Good morning. Thank you. Jamb is not telling us the truth. The lady cannot come up with a software within a few days to now break through into their server. And if the lady has a software to break into their server, then the lady does not need a university education. In case, when he found out that he knew more than the professor, he dropped out of school. So if this lady has a software that can break into the Jamb server, all she needs to do is to go and sell that software and became a mod.
Yeah.
So can we?
All right, so according to what I'm hearing from Dr.